Hello, friends, and welcome to my playthrough of Cipher Zero. My name is Jonathan. This is a blind playthrough when we are on the fourth segment of the city, where last time we learned about jigsaw pieces for the first time, and I am expecting that we will be combining that with another one of our existing clues, and it's the snake clue. So this is maybe the first time that we have seen these jigsaws not encompass the entirety of the grid. So we could call this one of the 2x2 squares and this one of the 2x2 squares, because we're going to need to connect these endpoints. So if it sneaks around like that, then we've got our two jigsaws accounted for. So if they're not all given, everything else is maybe the answer is blank. Maybe the answer is just unknown. It's possible. So I could do this, and then one of these. Well, I guess we know it's not blank because the last one wouldn't have worked. This can go around like that, and then we can do the other S. So if it's not covered by one of the shapes, it could be shaded or unshaded. We don't know. I would love to have some extra pencil marking tools, like being able to draw borders around these things as I place them in the grid would be so handy. But what you gonna do? So this, let's see, can we just, yeah, we can just do that. We have one of the L's, the other L, we put our 2x2, or our O, and then our I. Four of these shapes, it's going to completely fill the grid. We need to figure out how to get from there to there. We're not going to use these diagonals in these corners. We're going to use these shapes. This is a nearly symmetric grid, but not quite. So whatever we do here, there's no way to avoid a shaded cell in one of these two spots. So, and there's no way to avoid one in one of these two spots. So they both have one. So this clue is part of an L that either goes up like that or down and across. I'm going to assume that this is the easier one to do. And then we're going to go up here. And then we're going to come across and finish up there. And we have another diagonal to fill in, so it's going to go over there. That was a nice tidy puzzle. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 12 out of 16. We need to fit in. These are, I'm thinking, not separate clues. These are single clues with a single cell gap in between. I would love it if there were a reference to our favorite puzzle from The Witness in here somewhere. It seems like that could definitely happen. If we start right at the corner, that could be a problem, because we need to not form a loop, we need to not make a branch, and we somehow need to come over here. Yeah, that's not going to work. If we move that over by 1, then we've snuck up here. We need to keep going. That's also going to be broken. Maybe we need to turn these. Let's turn it sideways. If we do that, then we can also have this be the other one. we put this shape in on the left side, and here we can, these four are undefined, so we can complete the snake with those. We've got 10, 13 shaded, 4 unshaded, for a total of 17 of these 20 defined. I mean, one of these would be enough to finish the snake, but we wouldn't be able to fit the other one in safely. So we're probably going to have to go around the outside somehow. Let's just try that. Let's put this in first, and then one of these. And then another one of these. Well, that's fine, and there's enough room for this to fit in right there. Okay. Not a logical solve, but a clear one. 3 of these shapes. Again, let's see if we can use it to fill out the snake. If we try to be conservative and stay on the outskirts, we can do that. We can do the whole thing that way. Yep, just those 3 shapes. At the halfway point on this one, which is a little bit more difficult than the last, certainly. Where are we gonna fit this shape? Could go across any of these sides. This is quite a constraint here. Let's presume that we are going to use the 4 as... The 4 unshaded is interesting. I bet that's going to be either... It's going to be one of these. Feels like. And then we'll use a combination of the U and the I to do the rest of the work. I say that not knowing how I'm going to do the rest of the work, but actually, if we go up here for the I, we could fit the U in here, connect it, and then we have enough room for the unshaded I. Ooh, wait. Oh, I forgot about this clue. Just completely forgot about it. Okay, and so if we go up this way, we cannot then continue. Alright, let's go along the bottom instead. If we did that, we do the same thing and reverse it. That'll be okay. We got the U, we got the I, we got another I. Okay. And, oh boy. That is all the cells in the grid. We know those are shaded. So this is one of these 3. Let's presume this is not... Where can this go? Maybe that's the question to ask. Can't go here or here, as it would break the snake. It can't go here. So it does go here. Done that one. This has to come over this way. And because of that, this is the only shape where it's going to work. So we use that and that. This comes over this way. Regardless of which one of these we pick, they're the same. So it's one direction or the other. They're both going to shade the outsides. And we want to come up through the middle like that. Okay, we've got maybe 5 more to go. Another case where we've got verticals going on. This is sort of interesting on the right side. We can't do this one. We could do this and come around the outside. But I think I like trying this one on the right side first. This will break almost immediately, because this can't go over here and be any of these shapes because of these two blanks. Okay, well, we've eliminated that possibility. Let's try one of these others, all of which are going down and over and over. So a shaded box on the end followed by a blank is one of these, definitely. 2, and then a shade is gonna fill it. So we've done these 2. This can't use this one because then it would come up here to this dead end. So it's this one. And now we've got the 3 in a row. Yep, that will work. I like puzzling through those kinds of things. Here we need these 2. This can't go on this side, clearly. Can't go here or here because of snakeness. This one's the harder one to see. If this were all filled in, we still need something more filled in over here, and whatever we do will give us a 2x2, or it will give us a branch that we don't want. So it's none of these 3. So, oh, it's certainly not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. So it is that. And, oh boy, did I... Oh! Clever. Clever game. I love it. Okay. This disproves all of the possibilities. So doesn't that mean it's unsolvable? No, we can rotate these. We know we can rotate these. So where can it go if we rotate it? We could go across the top. Probably do. Could go across the bottom, in which case we come up this way. If we came across the bottom and came up, we wouldn't be able to fill in the rest of these, so it's none of those. So I'm going to assert that we're coming across the top. And in so doing, we unshade these, which means we put one of these shapes in this row. In this row, we've got... This is the only one that's going to fit. And in this row, we've got to put the other one of these. And that has solved it. That was a nice little lull us into a sense of security thing with the previous puzzles. Clever. This is going to look like these go on the left side and these go on the right side, but in fact that can't be true. There isn't even room to do these all on the same side. So since we can't do 3 2x2s on the same side, we have to do 2 of the 2x2s and 1 of the... 2 of the O's and 1 of the I's on each side. And the I, well, in this one, we can't put the I over here. Neither of those fit that pattern. So we could use 2 of these to go straight through. And then either of these could work. Let's say we do that. So these 2 are out. I wish I could mark them. And either of these can fill in the last slot. If we do that, then we have this and this to use. This probably needs to be on the right side. because these don't give us much to work with in terms of getting to the answer. So I'm going to rotate one of these 180 degrees. I'm going to put this one at the bottom. We've used this over here. I think we've done it. Great. 2 left. And we have our friend, the 1 cell gap going on. Can we use this? Yeah, the 1 cell gap is going to be interesting. I mean, we could rotate it if we had to. We could put it across the gap in the middle. I think that's feeling like the kind of thing they would do to us. But I think if we do that, the other one will become impossible to fit anywhere. Unless we put both of them across the gap. There and there. But where do we put this? We can't fit that out of the way anywhere. We could put one across the gap. Up here. This one is just going to be a problem. Because I can't go over like that. That breaks this part of the snake. I can't fit it on any of the endpoints. So it's going to have to go vertically, I want to say. And when we go vertically, we take up a lot of useful space. Okay. We've got this. We could use this shape to go over here. We need to fit another one of these in somewhere. Which could be right there. And this one fits right here, and we need to finish this snake up. Okay. And we have one last one for the round. Okay, so how could these be disposed? It appears that they're all going to be vertical. I am keen to their tricks now, so they could have 4 of them laying horizontally and 1 of them vertically on either side. Let's assume, for no particular reason, that this just goes on the left side. In that case, these 3 are unshaded. That's shaded. I guess we're doing that shape. We've got maybe this shape. And where are we going to fit this other solid one? We're not. So I do think it is more likely that we're mixing our orientations. So if this is that one, then maybe all the other ones go the other way. So this could go at the bottom. Then we use this to come up 1. Then we do this 1 and 3. Then we use the 3 in a row to finish the spiral off. Yeah. Okay. We have finished another leg of the journey. That was a nice little bundle of puzzles. Quite a bit harder than the last one. And let's see, do we have more? We do. And we will be getting to that next time. Thank you very much for watching.